All right, so let's talk about how transformation can be truly rapid, how it can happen so fast when you do it in the right way, okay? So let's say somebody has a pattern that they want to get rid of, a way of being that they want to change. Let's say that somebody struggles with perfectionism when it comes to posting on social media about their business. Let's say they have to quadruple check every single sentence and Photoshop any photos of themselves, and then they have to send any post off to 3 people to double check that it's good enough. Let's say there's a serious perfectionism problems, okay? And they're like, this is really driving me crazy. I really need to change this pattern because it's costing me 2 hours of time a day and it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I can't stand having to be perfect. It's really hurting me. So let's say they want to change. Change may be hard if they go and they're just like, tomorrow I'm not going to do it. And they try to change their actions and they try to change their behaviors. When we just go and try to change how we behave, just like that, it can be really difficult, especially with deep-seated patterns. Now, someone with a pattern of perfectionism like that, they don't act that way for just no apparent reason. They act that way because of the thoughts that they have and the emotions that they feel. So if someone has thoughts of, I have to be perfect all of the time, and their emotions are anxiety if something's not perfect, it makes sense that they'd act in that way, that they'd have that pattern of having to be perfect with social media, right? Here's the thing. If they try to change their thoughts, don't think about being perfect. Just be good enough. They try to change their thoughts, that's hard work. That is hard work. It takes massive repetition to try and change the thoughts that we have because of our conditioning and neural networks, what fires together, wires together, all of that. It's really hard to change our thoughts. Now we can change our emotions, and somebody could try and be calm when they try to post to social media, but that's not going to change their pattern, right? Because they still have the thoughts of I have to be perfect. Now, if it's hard to change our thoughts, if it's hard to impact our emotions without changing our thoughts, and if it's hard to just change our actions, how can we change? How can we have rapid transformation? How can we get unstuck from these patterns that aren't serving us? Right. If we get rid of the root cause, if we look at the beliefs and the programming that's causing us to have the thoughts, that's causing us to feel the emotions, that are determining the patterns we're stuck with, we change things here, everything down the line changes easily and effortlessly. So if someone has a cluster of beliefs, if someone believes the way to be successful is to be perfect, what makes me valuable is being perfect. If I'm not perfect, I will be punished. If I'm not perfect, I will lose business. What keeps me safe is being perfect. Mistakes and failure are bad. If someone has a cluster of those beliefs, it makes sense that they'd have constant thoughts of, I have to be perfect. It makes sense that they'd have anxiety anytime they think they may not be perfect. And it makes sense that they'd be stuck repeating this pattern over and over and over. So instead of trying to change anything here, if we go and we totally clear out those beliefs, if we eliminate that programming and clear out those beliefs, guess what? The thoughts will change. The thoughts of I have to be perfect will go away because the beliefs aren't there. The emotion of anxiety surrounding having to be perfect, it won't show up because the beliefs about the perfectionism aren't there anymore. And when you get rid of those beliefs, when you get rid of a cluster of beliefs, the pattern of behavior disappears instantly without having to practice, without having to work hard. It's really quite magical. It's really special when you get to experience this. So one thing to keep in mind is we may only have one session together this quarter. We're going to do our best to clear out as many beliefs as possible to impact the pattern that you're working on. Now, some patterns are very simple and they only have 1 or 2 or 3 beliefs, and get rid of those beliefs and the pattern goes away. Other patterns, big things like I'm anxious, all of the time, may have tons of beliefs. So your results may vary. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Just know that we're going to do our best to clear out as many beliefs as we can in a single session. It may not be enough to eliminate your pattern, though. Sometimes it takes 5, 6 sessions to eliminate a pattern completely. What's important for you to know is that every session you do with us, as we clear out beliefs, no matter what they're about, you are making massive progress. It's like clearing away the layers of an onion, peeling away layer after layer after layer. You might take a layer off and go, the onion looks like it's the same size. I don't see a big difference. But as we keep working on things every quarter, or if you do additional sessions with us, you will see incredible results. The more we peel away, the more your patterns disappear, the more you notice change in your daily life. Some people notice incredible changes with just a few beliefs cleared. Others, it may take a handful of sessions. Just remember, you are making progress no matter what. Okay? Thanks so much. Can't wait to see you in your session.